Warning. Warning.
This won't end well, podcast.
Welcome to episode 9. We live, baby, we live.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yo, why do you sound like some porn star every time you do an intro?
Hey,
And why
you know,
does it take like 300 takes? Like, it takes so long to get started.
because, bro, it's what I do. It's what I do.
Like, check 1, 2, 3. Like, 8, 3, 2, 1.
And don't say nothing.
Yo,
Jesus
so
Christ.
I'm gonna start this off. So I went to the flea market this morning, right? And I'm sitting there talking to a couple guys. We're going through some cards and stuff, football cards, baseball cards. And I had this guy, it's like little Arabian guy, walk up to me, right out of nowhere. Comes up to me, yo, and he just like before he said anything, I could tell he was just staring at me right out of the corner of my eye. What the fuck's this guy doing, yo? So fucking I look over at him. He comes up to me, puts his hand out. I shake his hand, and he start talking like real subtle, so I could barely understand him.
Right.
But then he goes, my son.
The
Right?
fuck?
I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, I know who my dad is.
Right.
My dad's crazy, and you mean my dad. So anyway, he's like, you look just like my son.
That's weird as shit.
Right? It's weird as hell. And then, I guess his son died of like an overdose, because he was like, don't do drugs.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like, don't do drugs. You know, protect your family. And I'm like, the fuck? This shit is so weird, bro. And then, like, I'm trying to get away from the dude. I'm trying not to be disrespectful at the same time. And then fucking, he's like, you're lucky. You have something around you. You're special. He said, he was like,
That's fucking
he was like,
weird,
you
bro.
have, he said, you know, you're going to have a lot of luck.
Well,
And he just kept
shit.
saying, you know, my son, you look just like my son. And I was like, the fuck?
Damn.
Like, I was trying not to be disrespectful, right? Like, I talked to him for a good 10 minutes, but I'm like, yo. When I walked away, I was like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, that's
That
weird.
shit was random, bro. Like, this dude wasn't even, when I was talking, because I was up there early, right? So I'm there at like 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
Like, it was just like 4 of us talking, right? Looking through these cards. And then he just, out of nowhere, just came out of nowhere, bro. And then I didn't even see the motherfucker leave. Like, I didn't even see him leave, bro. I was like, yo, what the hell was that? He was just like, you're lucky. You're going to have really good luck.
That's
I'm
weird,
like,
bro.
shit, you know what I did? When he go play the lottery player,
Yeah.
about to find out my man's telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
I always get confused for a Mexican.
Oh, yo, when I used to work.
I swear, they just walk up to me and think, are you Espanol? I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, they used to do that shit when I worked at Save a Lot, bro.
They would think that you were Mexican?
Hell yeah, they come up there and start speaking Spanish. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't speak Spanish. They be like, oh, sorry, you look Mexican. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fucking, how do I look Mexican? I'm white. Fuck, bro.
Do shit all the time with me.
That's crazy. They just think I'm a fat burrito, you know?
David's a fat Irishman.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Yo, fucking, so what about fucking, let's start off with, the Sixers real quick.
Yeah,
We just watched that game.
they lost today. Was it by
Yo,
10 points?
Yeah, something like that. They didn't even look like they wanted to play, though.
But I mean,
it almost seemed like
it-
they wanted to go back to Philly.
Yeah, that's probably what happened is they probably wanted to win in Philly. Like,
Nah, man, if you're gonna close it out, bro, you gotta close it out.
yeah.
I don't think it was that. I just think it looked like they didn't want to play. But that fourth quarter, bro, I watched the entire game. That fourth quarter, it was so lopsided, like call wise, like bro, they were calling everything on the Sixers, like
Right.
everything. Now I get it, right? Like the way they referee these games too. Like you know, you go to Philly, Philly's gonna get more favorable calls. You go to Toronto, they're gonna get more favorable calls. But yo, I think Philly might got like 2 calls in the fourth quarter.
They
And
should
then-
have had like 8, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
I was counting shit. And they were like smacking Embiid. And
yeah, they were smacking the fuck out of Embiid.
and then they smacked Maxey one time, like right in the arm. I'm like, they're like, oh, nah, it's clean. I'm like, he didn't even touch the ball.
Yeah, that's when they came back down the floor, and then he got a fucking Embiid got the foul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
Like, and then Embiid, bro, like, You know, he got that torn ligament in his thumb. And, you know, you're thinking like, okay, torn ligament, he can play through the pain. But, bro, he looked bad. Like, he had, what, 21? He had 21 points. He, like, every time he got smacked, he was grabbing his thumb, yo.
Right.
Like, every time he shot the ball,
Yeah,
he was
that's-
grabbing his thumb.
Shit probably
I was
hurt.
like, bro, but how the fuck is he gonna last? Like, we're in the first round right now, right? And if you look at like the history of his injuries, bro, like when they pop up, like a lot of these things pop up at the end of the season, going into the fucking playoffs. Like last year, he was dealing with a torn meniscus. I think in 2018 he had the orbital bone fracture. That he was out the first 2 games of the playoffs.
I didn't know it was
Which-
19.
It was 18-19 going in, yeah, 18-19. But you know, he only missed 2 games. They did want to beat Miami in that series, but you know, if you look at it, it's like every year there's an injury in almost every fucking season, bro. That shit's gotta worry you if you're a Sixers fan, bro, because he's also getting older, and like they have to figure out because they're not going to win championship this year. It's not going to happen, but they better go out and get another player because listen, he's a big dude. Right, and big guys historically don't last till they're 35, 36. You're not going to have like a guard.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's a big dude, man. And they typically get knee problems, bro. And he's had knee problems. He's had, you know, in his career, he's dealt with what, 2 torn meniscus? I don't know if it's been the same knee or not, but he's dealt with 2 torn meniscus in his knees.
He didn't have surgery on the last one now.
But fucking, you know,
He
that's
actually played
shit's
pretty good with it last year. I thought he did pretty good in the playoffs last year with a torn.
yeah, but you
meniscus.
could tell he's on 100%. When he's not 100%, I don't care if he's at 90%. That team is not going to get past. Like they'll beat the Raptors. They'll come home and beat the Raptors. They should have swept their ass, but they'll beat up on the Raptors. They'll win.
I think.
But then who's next after that?
Miami?
Or Atlanta. It's 2-2, ain't it?
Nope.
No,
It's 2. It's 2-1.
is it 2-1?
Yeah.
I thought Atlanta won 2 games.
No, Atlanta only won
I don't
1.
know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was 3-0. I don't even remember what it was. But Atlanta
No, because they
definitely.
won last night. Atlanta.
Did they
Yeah,
win?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Atlanta
2-1,
won
yeah.
last night. Yeah, it's 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, they're not winning another game this series either. Miami is good, bro. They're the number 1 seed for a reason. That team is deep. They got a good bench, bro.
Yeah.
That team is good, yo. I should have picked them instead of the goddamn Nets.
Yeah, 'cause
Simmons
that's
is coming back game 4.
He's a game changer, baby. A game changer right there.
Well, they need him.
Well, they're losing
Yeah.
right now.
Are they playing
Are
right
they?
now?
Mhm.
What's the score right now?
30-25.
Damn. Well, shit.
Why couldn't he
Take
come
that back because Simmons sucks.
He's not playing.
Well, he's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing
No,
that?
no, he's playing game 4.
They're in
Oh.
Jersey right now.
Yeah. They'll be.
If they lose a game in Jersey, it might be over, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
Whether Simmons comes back or not, bro.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But I don't know. Miami's good, man. Miami's a good team. Boston is really good. You know,
Is
Boston got a
Boston
young
better
team.
than Miami?
Whole team wise, I don't think so. Like I know,
Boston was number 2 seed.
well, I think Miami's a deeper team.
Right.
I think defensively, like something with the Celtics when they play in the playoffs. I think defensively they're a better team.
Right.
But that'd be a good series. That'd be a real good damn series.
Yeah, but they would play the Sixers next.
Who?
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if Embiid is still struggling with that thumb and they play Miami next, that series is gonna be over quick.
Well, we'll see what Miami can do with a big guy.
Yeah, but they got a couple big guys themselves. So I mean, they ain't got nobody, you know,
They ain't got nobody. to beat
physical as
somebody.
Embiid side. But listen, here's the thing though. I mean, just you know, the Sixers have trouble with Miami in the regular season.
Yeah, but everything changes in the playoffs, bro.
Not really.
Yeah, it does.
When you struggle with a team, bro, listen, I'd be willing. If that's what it comes down to, Miami Sixers, I'll put money on that. I'll put money on Miami's going this series. I'll be completely honest with my kids right now. I would be completely 100% shocked if the Sixers beat Miami in the playoffs.
You gotta look at it though. Every Philly team blows it in the playoffs. It doesn't matter whether it's football, hockey, baseball, they all blow it in the
Yeah.
in the.
I mean, I honestly, because like if you match up those two teams, right? That bench in Miami, way better. Way better than the Sixers. The Sixers gave up a lot of pieces in that fucking
Harden.
in that Harden trade, bro.
Yeah, but the Sixers ain't using much of their bench though.
I mean, they have to. If you look, the starters are playing a lot.
They are.
Like they can't bring, they can't rotate. Like
They
who's coming in? Who's coming in for Embiid?
They did that shit back in the day too. Like
Right, like
hardly used the bench.
I know people
My
like
issue is
Shake.
Harden. Like you did all that for Harden, who averages under 22 points.
Like their bench is like Niang, right? Niang comes in, he drops about 3-3-pointers a game.
Well, it's
Right.
Niang, Green.
You got fucking Shake Milton. I'm not a big fan of Shake Milton. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
had that rookie too. I think he's a rookie. But he
and
fouls
then you
a
got to
lot.
figure like the bench is like really get real tiny, right? Like you only play a certain amount of players in the playoffs.
Right.
Right, it's not open like in a regular season. You can go deep into your bench. You don't do that in the playoffs. So, you know, and then you're like, who comes in for Embiid? Right, like it's hard to replace Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, they need to do
you
something.
take Harden out. You know, then you put Maxey on the ball, then you bring in who? Shake Milton. Like, I'm just not a fan of their bench. Like, I like Niang, but you know.
I'm sorry, you can't. If you're the Sixers, you can't rely on Harden. Like you cannot rely on Harden to take Embiid's spot if Embiid does go out. Like
Well,
they're not gonna-
position
they're not gonna
position
do
wise,
that.
he isn't taking his spot. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
We're almost in
talking-
positionless basketball anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the idea because like Embiid, you know, he can spot up from the 3. So like he's not. You don't have to sit him at the post all the time, but you know. Like you're not talking about like replacing him, like putting
Yeah, I'm not
Harden
talking-
at center.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
get what you're saying. You're just like, okay, he goes out because they have done
because
that.
Harden would have to step up, and
Yeah,
I
they-
don't see Harden
Yeah,
stepping
they
up.
try to keep one of their best players
Well,
on the floor at all times.
The problem
is you're going smaller.
they're not. The rest of the team ain't stepping up. This whole series, they've been triple and double teaming Embiid, bro. If the rest of the team would step up, they would be murdering Toronto right now. You know what I mean? If these people were making their shots, because every time Embiid gets the ball, it's either a double team or triple team. They'll run another guy on him and he passes the ball out. But there again, Embiid needs to be smarter on passing the ball too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, like if you look at the Heat's roster, right? Like you have, you know, they got a pretty deep roster, bro. Like, you know, Markieff Moore's coming off I think he's coming off the bench, right? You got PJ Tucker, right? The PJ Tucker is a physical guy. He isn't like height wise, he isn't as big as Embiid, but you know, he'll give him trouble, bro. You got Bam. Bam is a good player. They got Kyle Lowry, you know, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, you know, Duncan Robinson. Like they got a really good fucking team, you know. Like they're number one. They're number one seed for a reason.
Kyle Lowry might not be playing.
He got hurt, didn't
He
he?
sprained his ACL or something. If that did that, he's out. They ain't gonna let you. He ain't gonna play with a sprained ACL, bro.
Yeah. I mean, listen, but you know, they still have a really deep roster though. You know what I'm saying? Like they have shooters, bro. Like they have legit shooters on that team, and they got guys like Bam, PJ Tucker, who are physical dudes, man, and they can rebound their ass off. You know what I mean? So, and I think they were ranked fourth in the league this year, as defensively.
I don't know. Really keep up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
Who? Miami.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I heard.
Yeah,
They were ranked like fourth in the league in defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, they play.
Yeah, they
the
said that
the
last
thing is
night
too,
when
like
they-
it doesn't
when
really
the
matter
game
if you
was on.
have like you know Thibault. Okay, Thibault's a good defensive player, but the Miami plays really good team defense. Like that's difference in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a really good defensive player, but if you play good team defense, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I would be surprised, bro. Like I want to see the Sixers win, but they're not there yet, in my opinion. And it doesn't help that he's dealing with this sprained thumb because if he's going to pull the same shit he did today, which is basically stop and wince in fucking pain every time he shot the ball or someone's back. And here's another thing too. What, like you saw the game, right?
They'll shoot him up. Bro.
What the fuck was Toronto doing the entire game? Smacking the fuck out of his thumb. That shit's not illegal. Guess what Miami's gonna do with PJ Tucker and Big Bam? Like they're gonna fucking smack the fuck out of that hand.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
It is illegal. You can't be smacking people on their fucking hands.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean,
that is
no,
a fact,
no, I'm
bro.
talking about like his injury, bro. Like, there's nothing in the states that can't smack his thumb. Like, yeah, you might get called, penalty. You might get fucking, called for it. You know what I mean, a foul. But shit, look how many times Toronto was smacking him in his fucking hand today and nothing happened.
Yeah, but I think the refs are tired of hearing Nick Nurse.
Yeah, well, they'll soon not have to worry about that bullshit.
That fucking dude's a crybaby, bro.
But shit, well, so was fucking Sixers head coach. You see him every fucking time a call don't go his way, he puts his hands up and walks back. He's fucking always whining too.
Oh yeah, I don't like him, man. I don't like him at all.
Fucking whine.
I don't know that
Every
shit would be a
fucking
good
coach
that shit would be a good series though, yeah.
No matter what, it's gonna be Golden State,
Yeah, they look good. Listen, I'll tell you what.
bro. The
They're
way
at what, 3-0?
Yeah, and the way I just watched Steph Curry, bro, he was at the post conference, and they're sitting there having a spelling bee, while you know what I mean, like not caring to work, like
Yeah, bro, like listen,
giving
it's
the
hard
shit.
to beat Golden State, bro. Like the Nuggets, like, teams have this problem every fucking year. And let me tell you this, if they sweep Denver, bro, and like I don't want to hear no more Jokic and MVP shit no more. Like, come on. Like we know who the real MVP is. That's Embiid, man.
LeBron James.
You see the tweet LeBron said? Speaking of LeBron,
Oh yeah, talk about he ain't.
I ain't never missing the playoffs
yeah.
again. Yeah, well, you better leave the
Get out of
Lakers
here,
that
bro.
bad.
Yeah, you better.
That team's trash.
Yeah. The problem is they got too many shooters on that team. Like, they got too many leaders and not enough fucking people that want them, play defense and
Well,
shit.
the problem
They
is,
just
like-
got to get somebody that can run with them. The Nuggets are too big to run with that small team. Most of their shooters are small, you know what I mean? So they just run around and just shoot.
Who you talking about?
That's Golden State.
No, we're talking about Lakers.
No, he was talking about Golden State.
No, I'm talking about the Lakers now.
Yeah,
He was just talking about Golden State a minute ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
you
we was
might have
talking
dozed off for a
about
second.
we was talking about LeBron's tweet.
Yeah,
Where you
LeBron's.
been at?
I heard that, but
I think he nodded out real quick.
Yeah, I think so too.
you were just talking about Golden State.
Bro, you literally just missed like
Yeah.
a good minute of
Yeah,
that.
because I was talking. I moved on to LeBron's tweet.
I'll replay that for you, but I think you hear things or something. But yeah,
Yeah, and then fucking what?
Russell
got-
Westbrook, they need to get rid of him because he ain't doing shit.
Well, he ain't coming back there anyway. It was only a 1 year thing, I think.
So you'll probably have. So it'll wind up being Miami and 76ers.
Well, it's going to.
Miami will take that. Milwaukee, Chicago, Milwaukee will take that. Boston, Brooklyn, Boston don't want to take that. And then you got Milwaukee and Boston. That'd be a good series. I think Milwaukee will probably take that. I don't know. What do you think?
With what the
Like if that was it,
I think the Sixers are going to take Miami, bro.
you think so? Yeah, I think I'm willing to.
I would never bet on the Sixers.
Yeah, I think I'm willing to take your money if you want to bet.
I'm not. I won't bet on any Philly team for a playoff spot.
Yeah, that's probably
I don't give a fuck.
That's probably a good bet.
Because Philly teams are terrible in the postseason. I don't give a fuck how good they do during the regular season. Shit.
Like I think the Sixers next year will be, like I'd be willing to bet on the Sixers next year,
Not me.
but that shit ain't got nothing to do with this year. Like they gotta work. Like they gotta get rid of some people.
Let's see.
The fucking
I think it might be Miami and Boston.
Nah,
And
Boston ain't beating Milwaukee, bro.
Hmm?
They're just not.
no,
You don't think so?
Well,
Nah, I
you
don't
know,
think so.
it's kind of hard to tell because it all depends on if the team gets hot or not.
Or injuries.
I think Miami might. I think Miami is probably the safest bet to come out of the East. I
Depends
just
on
like
the
their.
team.
I just like their roster.
I don't know. I'll have to wait till next series to see what they do.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Miami, Boston, and then probably Phoenix and Golden State.
You said Phoenix and Golden State?
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the fucking West bracket.
Well, they're probably the only two good teams out there now.
You got Memphis.
Yeah,
So Phoenix.
Memphis and
Who you got out of Dallas, Utah?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Is it tied up now?
Yeah, 2-2.
Luka came back today, scored 30.
Yo, what happened with fucking Minnesota? Did Minnesota give up like 2 30-point leads in the last game? I heard something about that.
Yeah,
Like,
they
what's
gave
the
up like
series?
38. What was it? I think it was
two,
like 40.
two different times.
40,
Yeah, 2 different times, right?
0 run or something like that, or 41 to
What?
12 run or something like that.
God damn.
Yeah, it was
What's
something
that?
crazy.
What's that series right now? You got it?
Who? The
Memphis and Minnesota.
Memphis is up 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo. But you know what though? Memphis has been a really good team all year, bro.
John Moran's.
Like the first game, I think they lost the first game, didn't they? To Minnesota.
Yeah, they got beat.
Yeah, they got their ass whooped. I was like, damn, is Minnesota about to pull an upset on one of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers?
Yeah, but they came back.
But then I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
Minnesota's ranked higher than Memphis, I think.
No.
They're not?
no, Memphis
Memphis
is
number
2.
two.
Minnesota 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Memphis has been a good team all year long. It's always been Phoenix and Memphis. Golden State started out really good. They were number 1. They started out early in the season, and they started going on a losing streak.
Well, they lost. Who did they lose? Did they lose Draymond for a little bit or something like that? Well, they lost somebody for a little
I think a couple people got hurt, and then Steph got hurt too. Steph got hurt for a minute.
bit. He rolled his ankle or something, right?
I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I don't know, yo. Like it would be like who would you want to see like on both sides come out? Like to enjoy an actual NBA championship game.
For me,
Me?
to enjoy it?
I would probably.
Well, no, you're gonna say Sixers.
Well, for me to enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, what? Like who would you want, David?
I would probably go with Phoenix and Boston.
I don't know, bro. I'm not like Phoenix doesn't do anything for me.
I'm a big fan of Devin Booker. He's
he's not even playing right now.
yeah, I
It
know
sounded like
he's
you said
out
Devin
for
Booger. I almost like you said Devin Booger.
nah. He's out for 2 weeks or
Did you
not.
see him
but-
fist pump that kid when he fell on the ground?
Yeah.
And then somebody wrote an article and the headline said Devin Booker beats a little kid up. It was like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, but they're really not missing a beat without him, though. Like, Chris Paul.
Well, didn't he lose
Yeah,
the
that
last
one
one without
guy.
him?
Huh?
Didn't he lose the last game without him?
I don't think so.
Because it says they're 2-1.
I think they lost the second game or something. I don't know if they lost it. Let's scroll down.
I know fucking who was it? Makai Bridges?
Oh yeah, they did lose.
Yo, he was a Sixer, bro. They traded him on draft night. I hated that fucking trade, bro. Yeah, Bridges was drafted by the Sixers and he got traded to Phoenix on draft night, bro. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And I watched him in
They
college,
won
bro.
the last game, right?
Because Bridges played at
Who, Phoenix?
Villanova.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix won the last game. They lost the second one.
Yeah. That was the game Booker went out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think I would like to see probably Miami and I don't know, I'm kinda tired of Golden State. But
I'm tired of Golden State too, but Steph Curry is. He's
but I
an
mean,
animal,
you know,
bro.
they also Miami got some shooters too. So Miami versus Golden State. I know we already picked, who the fuck we was supposed to go. Like who did we go? Let me go back to these notes real quick. Chunks, you got the Warriors.
Yep.
Sean went Bucks. I went Nets. Well, I already fucking lost that. But I'll just say now, I think it's going to be probably Miami and Golden State. That's
And
who I
Golden
would.
State will take it.
I wouldn't be mad if they got another ring, but I'm kind of tired of it. I would be tired of my damn daughter rubbing it in my face. Gabby out there.
She's a big Steph Curry fan.
Yeah, she
I'm a
is.
big Steph Curry fan.
Even though they say Chris Paul's kind of a dick, I'd probably want to see him win one if it wasn't the Sixers.
Well, yeah. I would agree with that. I
He
feel like
worked hard, bro.
Yeah,
Like, even last
Well, he
year-
should have already won one if it wasn't for
Well-
David Stern axing that damn trade to the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, with Kobe, you know, David Stern stepped in and axed that shit. Was like, yeah, it's unfair advantage, and then okay, but now we're allowed to put super teams together. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. You know, obviously, you know, David Stern he passed away too.
Did he?
David Stern did, yep.
Man.
I think last year. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with Phoenix and Boston.
Phoenix and Boston.
Yep.
I thought you said the Warriors.
I mean, if it wasn't the Golden State, it would be Phoenix and Boston.
I think that's what he would want to see.
Yeah,
But
that's
his
what I would
team
want to
would-
see.
Yeah.
But I think Golden State's going
What
to take it.
do you
like
want?
You like Boston or something?
No, I just think from what I've
Boston
seen,
is entertaining though, yo.
the
They
way
got a
I've
good
seen them
team.
play, and their fans are fucking hilarious, bro.
They're fucking racist as
Yeah,
shit.
but they're.
Yo,
I don't think
Boston, period, bro. There's a lot of racist motherfuckers up there.
It's
bro.
crazy because Boston is a Democratic. I know we don't want to get into politics, but
Yeah.
It
it's
is.
it's a Democratic place. But
Who do you got? Who do you want? Sixers and who else? We
I
already
would
know
like
you
to
said-
see the Sixers, but I mean, I like to see the Sixers and probably the Suns. I don't want to see Golden State in there again.
yeah, I don't think anybody wants to really see Golden State in there unless you live in like San Francisco area. But
Yeah, they're all bandwagon fans anyway.
yeah,
But Clay Thompson called him out. You see
yeah,
that?
he did, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder who Drake's going to leech on to once Toronto's out, because I think he's.
Oh, he'll come to the States somewhere.
I think
Yeah.
doesn't he go to the Golden State games? Wasn't he going to them when
I'll tell
Toronto
you,
wasn't in?
whoever he goes to, they're going to lose because it's just that Drake curse.
Yeah, my man's a bandwagon fan. Yo, just like Justin Bieber is, bro. This dude, like, with hockey, bro, like, every playoffs, bro, he's wearing a different jersey. I'm like, yo, this man, what the hell? Why don't nobody be calling these people out, bro?
Because they're celebrities.
I think we spent way too much time on this shit. All right, what about Deebo? Let's turn into NFL real quick. Deebo wants out of San Francisco.
Yo, honestly, I see why. If they're not going to get rid of Jimmy G, like,
No, that's not the problem.
bro, Jimmy G is a big problem.
That's not the reason why he wants
Yeah,
to
I
leave,
know
though.
that's not the reason why, but I mean, I wouldn't want to play with Jimmy G.
I don't like Jimmy G either.
Like,
But
he's fucking trash, bro.
his reasoning is he's tired of
He
the
just wants to be a
usage.
receiver,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, here's the thing, right? Like it's almost like a catch-22. Like he wants $25 million a year, right? You know, because the salaries of wide receivers are skyrocketing.
Right.
He wants $25 million a year, but he doesn't want to be a gadget player. He wants to be a wide receiver.
But the reason why.
Now I get it, right? But you're getting $25 million, bro. I'm going to use you any way I fucking want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the problem is he wants to be, I do agree though. Like without Deebo, and I've talked to John about this. He's a 49ers fan. I've talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, well, I mean, without Deebo, right, they have no offense. Because that's literally everything goes through him.
See, that's the problem though, is because Jimmy G you can't rely on Jimmy G. You gotta rely on Deebo.
I think teams would be more reluctant to pay him that $25 million a year to be able to use him how they wanted to than just at wide receiver.
I think he would be fine if he went somewhere else and someone used him because they wouldn't use him as much. Listen, Kyle Shanahan, I don't like the Shanahans at all, but he's
Well, that's
pretty
what I'm saying.
intelligent. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like if he went to another team, say if he went to the Eagles or somebody else, like they would use him in like certain packages, right? It wouldn't be as much as the 49ers, but he wouldn't complain about it. I think it's just a relationship thing over there that he doesn't like the idea. Like, look, if you go back and watch the game versus the Cowboys in the playoffs, I swear, like every damn touch, every possession, he was touching the ball somehow, some way, right? And it's like everything went right through it. Everything went right through Deebo,
Right.
and he just doesn't. And I think someone asked like the 49ers, brass about like, okay, well, can you offer him a contract that will satisfy him? And they're like, listen,
He doesn't
we
want
could pay him right now. It's the contract isn't the problem. The problem is that he doesn't want to be here,
Right.
right? So like that's almost like, okay, this is done. Like I think unless some miracle happens, draft night, he's gone, bro.
I think
And
it's because the Shanahans are just too run happy, bro. You know what I mean?
Well-
Like,
Honestly, they have to with Jimmy G because Jimmy G can't throw.
I mean, he could throw.
Well, he can throw, but like he's not good.
I don't know, man.
He
Listen,
can't
Kyle
read the
Shanahan's
field.
cocky, bro. He might not just like his cockiness, bro. Like it's hard to be a fan of the Shanahan, bro. They're just cocky ass. That's a cocky family, bro.
But do you think if they would have won the Super Bowl, do you think he would still be requesting a trade?
I don't know. That's
Maybe.
I don't know. I have to put my thinking cap on for that one.
I just don't. I don't think that people are going to pay him $25 million a year and just use him as wide receiver. They already see what he can do. They're going to use him.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think you can pay him. I don't think you can afford to pay him $25 million and then not use his abilities,
That's what I'm
right?
saying,
Like because he's a better gadget player all around than he is just a regular wide receiver, right?
Right.
That's what makes Deebo, right? Like if you take every run option off of the table, all the everything all the gadget plays that they do. You take all that off the table. He's not Deebo Samuel, right? You can't give someone $25 million without saying, "Hey, listen, I need you to do all this." Something inside that building happened. There's more to the story that we're not hearing. That will probably come out afterwards, right after he's traded. So, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I like you because it piss off like Steve. You know what I mean? Like, because he's a big Deebo fan,
right.
like, and I haven't even talked to him about it. You know what I mean? So he's, hopefully he trade his ass.
I think they're going to trade him.
I'd give up a
Just
first.
to piss Steven off.
Where do you think he would go?
I'd give up a first this year and a first next year. We got,
we
got 2 picks in both drafts.
I mean, honestly, bro,
I don't think he'll come to Eagles because
it doesn't matter where the fuck he wants to come, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because he doesn't have
you
trade clause.
You gotta understand, it's whether he's going to be happy or not. Like he's not going to be happy in Philly because he doesn't have a quarterback to throw to him.
I get what you're saying, only because like in today's age, right? With the modern era of like football players, basketball players, you don't necessarily have to have a no trade clause to be like, listen, you can trade me there, but I'm not showing up, right? And the team is not going to trade for you if the player's like, yeah, I don't want to be there either,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So like,
my whole thing is if you're a big name player, you have an influence on where you're going. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a big name player, you can choose where you want to go.
Yeah, it does.
No matter what.
Well, that's to a point.
Yeah.
A big name player. Yeah, that's
to a point. Because if the team ain't willing to give up that much for you, they're not going to trade you. They're just like, okay.
It all depends on it. See, it all based
said.
upon how far you take it in the media.
Yeah.
Which he's already done, right? When you go to the media and you start shouting from the rooftops, saying I don't want to be here, and if you start saying, well, I ain't going there, I ain't going here, listen, bro, they're not going to trade you somewhere you don't want to go because the team knows you don't want to go there.
Exactly.
They're not going to trade for a player that they know, okay, he doesn't want to be here. Like, what is he going to do? Play on a 1 year and like you tag him and then he's even more frustrated?
Right.
That's a bad sign, right?
Yeah.
Like teams just don't work like that. So, like, I don't see why he wouldn't go to Philly, to be honest. And Philly has 2 first-round picks. And listen, it's going to cost quite a bit to get Deebo because Deebo is legit. Like,
honestly, I don't see him coming to Philly.
But he wouldn't be coming to Philly to be, how can I put this? To be basically Jalen Hurts being Jalen Hurts be the quarterback for a year. Like, they're going to draft a quarterback next year. It's going to happen. Like, I know, especially with you saying, they need to draft a quarterback this year. But I just don't see, I don't see, like, but I like, listen, here's the thing about quarterbacks. Like, we all talk every year, like, okay, yeah, these quarterbacks, just drafting shit. But, look at Justin Herbert. No one was talking about Justin Herbert, right? Like, Tua went in front of Justin Herbert, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Now, hindsight, it makes no sense, right? So we don't really know how this quarterback class is going to play out, right? Until at least 2 years from now. Because in my opinion, and a lot of people don't agree with me with this, but in my opinion, you can tell very fucking quickly how a quarterback is going to project, right? When they first start, preseason, regular season.
I mean,
like I can tell, like right off the bat, like with Tua, watching Tua, I was like, yeah, he's not going to be that good, right?
Well, not really any left-handed quarterbacks ever went up that good.
Yeah, I mean, I think back to like Steve Young, but Steve Young was an anomaly, and he wasn't even that good early.
Was a scrambler though.
Yeah, so like to me, in my opinion, Tua isn't that guy, right?
I mean,
now we can see the thing is we're recording this, so we can come back to this, 6 months from now. But like you said, Sean, they put a lot of a lot of weapons around him and shit. That doesn't mean, and that's a good thing with Miami. They spend a lot of money. Like, they went and got Tyreek Hill and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is, right, with Tua is, the good thing about Miami is they went out and did all this shit. They're going to find out this year whether Tua's that guy or not. Mm-hmm. And if not, they'll be getting a quarterback next year, right? So, like, if you're holding on to those Tua cards, you might want to sell them shits. Like, it's a gamble, bro, because I have a couple 10s at the house. And it's a gamble. Like, if he has, like, 2 good weeks, I might sell them shits.
Honestly, there was a lot of talk about Justin Herbert, but the problem is a lot of NFL teams like Miami, they draft schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and who's winning championships at the time.
But the quarterback position doesn't matter because there's a lot of quarterbacks that come out from small schools and they get drafted in the first round. Like leading up to the draft, bro, no one had like who was it that came out of that draft? Who was it? Tua and who else?
Joe Burrow.
Was it Joe?
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Look up that draft, bro.
Burrow.
Look up the
Burrow went 1 to Cincinnati.
Yeah, because Washington went Chase Young next. Tua went next. Yeah, like it was always fucking Burrow and Tua. Like, are they going to go 1 and 2? Like, and kind of like.
But it was also they were in the championship together.
But Herbert was like playing a back seat. Like no one was talking. Like even watching these drafts because I'll be heavy in these draft shits. Like even watching like these mocks, bro. Like no one was like spending time talking about Justin Herbert. It was almost like an afterthought. And now you look back at it now, it's like damn, like he should have went 2, right? Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like
So Joe Burrow went number 1. Tua went number 5, and Justin Herbert went number 6.
Yeah, it makes no sense, bro. Like, it makes no sense. Like, now, hindsight, it makes no damn sense. But, like, even Tua came out, bro. I said when Tua came out, I was like, bro, I don't trust the injury problems. Like, when he hurt his hip in college, bro, I was like, yeah, man, I'm not. Like, he couldn't take a hit, man. Like, every time he took a big hit, he got hurt. I was like, I don't trust that this dude can stay healthy. And I wasn't a fan, yo.
But like I said, sometimes they just pick schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if Herbert went to Alabama, he probably would have went number 2 or 3 or whatever because you guys weren't looking for a quarterback at the time. But you know what I mean? Just what school did Herbert go to? Was it? It was Oregon.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Oregon. I don't think did Oregon do good that year?
I don't even remember, yo. They were probably in a bowl game.
Yeah.
They give out bowl games in college like it ain't nothing. The teams would be like 6 and 8 going to a bowl game and shit.
But, like I said, if Herbert would have played for Alabama, he probably would have went before Tua. You know what I mean? You probably wouldn't even heard of
shit,
Tua.
if Tua went to Oregon, we'd probably realize a lot quicker that he sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tua was trash. That motherfucker. Fucking trash.
What about
I'm curious on how he turns out this year.
Yeah, we're gonna do a mock too. Fucking
A mock
before
draft.
the draft. Before the draft, we're gonna do a mock. So I've already been messing with those mocks anyway. So we just gotta figure out who's taking what.
That will be released on Wednesday night. Mock draft.
I guess we'll do we'll figure it out. But we'll have a mock. We'll do a mock. The draft. What are you doing for the what are you doing for the draft anyway? Draft is Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. I don't even know.
Are we getting out watching at the house or what?
We can.
We should
Order
do a
some
live
food.
podcast on it.
We could.
Yeah, that would pretty bad if we could
Yeah.
actually do it.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be a lot of work though. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think we should do a podcast on it.
All right, yeah. So fucking, let's move along here. Let's get to you know what? We ain't really messing with the politics shit right now. But what about Biden, Joe Byron, saying that he's spending billions to make the military vehicles climate friendly?
That's so stupid.
Bro,
in
you
my
seen the
opinion.
video, bro? Like, he was like you can it's hard to hear it as everybody's clapping in the background, but he's like, we're already doing it. Like, what the hell's the point?
Bro, he's making this country weaker in every aspect, I swear.
Yeah,
Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna be in the middle of war in the desert.
Okay.
You know, radio your captain, be like, hey, where can we plug this vehicle in at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
How
Shit make any
I'm
sense.
sorry.
How
but-
good is electric and heat?
I'm sorry.
You know
Like
what I
you're
mean? like
Yeah, we're about to have a lot of fires, bro.
You're in-
Tanks.
yeah.
Like,
you're in war. You don't give a fuck about climate
yeah, how's that
or
gonna work?
anything
Like,
like
yo, we
that.
gotta
Like,
a Byron. We gotta pull back because we're at 20% battery
yeah,
life.
like
what the
you're
fuck
in
does this
war.
work,
You
bro?
don't. You're blowing shit up and all like that. You don't care about
Like
the
you're
climate.
complaining about the military going green and sinking billions, but you won't sink billions in making sure that the American people can go green. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like, this dude can't get out of office quick enough, bro. Like, that's the dumbest shit. It's like every day he says something to outdo himself the previous time.
yeah,
Well,
he does.
Like, bro, we should write a book. When he's done in office, we could write, like, there's enough material to write probably 5 books on this guy.
Yeah.
You need to look up John Kerry's last interview he did.
John Kerry.
Because he's like the climate dude now.
Yeah.
Just look that up.
John Kerry look weird too, don't he?
He looks
does.
fake.
Yeah, I think that dude's an alien.
But yeah, he
John
was
Kerry might
he
be
was
an alien.
he was talking about how they would have to be in order to go green by a certain date. How fast it would have to read up on. It's
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna spend too much
Unbelievable.
time on Biden, bro.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
well, it's just
put that out
that
there
out
because
there.
I just thought that was like
It's stupid.
some of the dumbest shit. Like, everybody's clapping to him. Like, you fucking idiots, man. Like, you guys are all so damn dumb.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're doing this. Nobody else is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my whole problem with it. You know what I mean? Like, we can do whatever we want to try to combat climate change or whatever, but nobody else is.
Yeah, they ain't stopping China.
No, China's like, oh yeah, you guys should do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just put all this money into it.
So
Yeah, why we just keep all this air dirty as hell?
yeah,
Or wear fucking goggles so you can fucking walk
that's
through
why
Shanghai.
that's why they wear a mask all year round.
Yeah, it's fucking dirty, man.
Yeah, they can't breathe that fucking air in all the time.
Besides eating bats and shit.
But yeah,
Yo, fucking, what about Tyson Fury?
Bro.
Did you watch that whole fight? Cause yo, I missed it.
No,
bro.
I didn't.
You said the fight was today, right?
Yeah, the fight was today.
What the hell did they start putting the fights
it was
during the
day.
day?
Bro, it was like
Oh,
5
you
o'clock
should
in the
drive
afternoon,
tonight,
bro.
Cause I was gonna watch that shit. I thought it was at night though.
No. It
Nah,
was,
if it was at night,
what
I
was-
probably would have went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
what was it, like 4 o'clock this
Yeah,
afternoon or
yeah, it
something,
was
bro?
early.
Like, it was
That's
early
crazy.
as hell.
His brother fought too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Like
know that.
fucking yo, like when he, you know what's funny about that too? Like, I watched their weigh-in.
Right.
Like when they do like the face to face and all that shit. Like, he tickled my man. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see
He
that.
tickled him. Like, they were standing there staring at each other, and he was like, tickle. Like, he was tickling my man. I was like, then he shook his hand. I was like, bro, like, and it's weird too
How do
because
you-
Tyson,
How do you tickle somebody in that
yeah,
shit?
that's a grown ass man, bro. Like, that shit was awkward as hell.
Yeah.
But Tyson Fury is like, it makes no sense that this guy's as good as he is, bro. He, like, I'm not trying to fat shame him, but my man, like, he got the gut hanging over his fucking waist belt. Like, you know, he looks like he's never in shape, but he never tires, bro. It doesn't make any damn sense. This dude can go full gore for 12 rounds, bro, without getting tired. You can knock him the fuck down, bro. He'll get right back up and knock you out. And the way he knocked him out, bro.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
That shit,
It was
he slapped
hilarious.
him, bro.
Did an uppercut and then fucking pushed him to the ground.
Yeah.
And the guy got up and couldn't fucking walk straight.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
If he'd have walked straight, the ref wouldn't have called it. But
Yeah.
he just couldn't walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he struggled, yo. Like, he struggled getting up. And it's crazy because I only watched, I didn't go back and watch the entire
Fight.
match.
Right.
You know, the entire fight. But I watched that knockout. Bro, he's-
Fucking, and I went 6 rounds.
yeah.
He fucking
My
loved
man
it,
was
bro.
talking mad shit too.
Was he?
Yeah, the other guy was talking mad shit. Like, oh, you ain't fought nobody like me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
how they
yeah.
always say it.
It was crazy.
It's all about selling that fight, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, once he tickled him, I was like, man, what's the pay-per-view buys really going to be?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, because people, like, controversy sells, bro. Like, the Tyson Fury versus,
Even with Detweiler though, he was is it Detweiler?
no.
That's Wilder.
Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder.
Yeah. Even with Wilder though,
Ty Detmer.
they were cool through most interviews with each other. You know what I mean?
Who, Wilder?
Yeah, him and Wilder.
I mean, they went at it, though, man. Like, the reason why that shit sold, man, is because, like, they really did go at it. Like it was a match set up, right? Like
Well, they
like
matched
two of
up
the
well,
best.
bro.
Yeah, but man, I mean, Fury. Listen, even the second fight, what was it that it was a draw, right? That was just a gimmick to sell a third fight, but
Yeah.
everyone knew that Fury whooped his ass. You know what I mean?
Well-
Like there shouldn't have been a third, and the third proved why there shouldn't have been a third.
Well, he knocked Fury.
Yeah, he knocked him down.
He knocked
Yeah,
him
he knocked him
down.
down. The
Wow,
problem
bro.
was, like, I knew that shit wouldn't end well because Wilder is a street fighter, bro. He fights like a street fighter. Like his boxing looks horrible, right? He swings wildly, like it just. I'm like, yo, this dude, like, the problem is, Fury is a boxer, right? And if you go back and watch some of those fights, you'll see Wilder was just throwing like haymakers and shit. He was almost fighting with the palm of his hand, like when he threw a haymaker, you just punch him with the palm.
Right.
Fury's so he's so like wild himself that he got caught a couple times. He got dropped.
You know what gets me about Fury though? Like, you ever watch his fights where he'll dodge like 4 punches in a row, like doing all weird shit with his fucking head.
Yeah, it is funny as hell watching him. Though, yo. When you watch him, it's funny as shit because he
I'm not
does
gonna
it.
lie, it was just funny to watch you do it.
Yo, because the
But
way
that's
he
what he
does
does,
it,
bro.
he does it so slow though. He's
Right.
not fast. I'm like, yo, how these dudes not punching him, bro?
Yeah.
Like they'll back him up into the ropes and then he'll start that shit. And it's
Right.
I don't know. That shit was funny as hell, though, man.
like, yeah. Hey man, he's fundamentally sound as a boxer, bro.
He is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He is. Yo, what about? I forgot about this. What about? They just released it today. I think because does Christmas fall on a Sunday this year? Because there's 3 Christmas games this year, yo. There's never been a Christmas game, has there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Christmas games.
Every year, bro.
What, NFL games?
Yeah. There's Christmas
Nah.
games every year.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, bro.
Yeah, I always eat dinner watching football games.
You mean NBA games on
Nah,
Christmas?
There's usually football games. There's
Nah.
NBA games, I know. At night.
No, there's usually like 3 NBA games on there. Because they said the reason why they're having Christmas games is because the NFL, Christmas falls on a Sunday this year. I know there's been Thanksgiving games. I've never watched a Christmas football game. I watched NBA games on Christmas. Can you look that shit up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
I can find it on Twitter because somebody tweeted it out.
So the last Christmas game was Raiders versus Eagles 2017.
Yeah, so it doesn't happen, at
I
all.
thought it happened every year.
Nah. Because Thanksgiving is when you get 3 football games. Christmas is when you get the basketball games.
What happened in '95?
The reason why they're doing it is because Christmas falls on a Sunday this year. But I'm actually kind of hyped about that, yo. I'd rather watch NFL football games on Christmas than NBA games.
Well, that's because the NBA games it's still beginning of the season and they're not really entertaining.
So fucking yeah, because I mean these games will probably be like division games on TV.
My whole thing is it's a Sunday. Well, what are they gonna do? Just give everybody off except for three games, like or
They'll
the
not play
16?
Saturday. They'll probably
No.
play Saturday and Monday.
Yeah. I don't really know how I only seen like that they're gonna play, so I don't really know like because the schedule ain't even been released yet. I don't think.
Plus there'll be Thursday
So-
game, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, I just thought that was cool though. Like, cause I've never watched a Christmas game, an NFL Christmas game. Yo, what about
What?
It says last year's Green Bay beat Cleveland
I swear there was a Christmas game.
What,
on
on
Fox.
Christmas?
Yeah, it says Christmas when it falls on NFL game day. We've had a lot of success there. All due respect to our friends at the NBA, it is something that our friends are interested in. If Christmas falls on a Sunday, it makes perfect sense. It will be the 3rd straight year the league has played on Christmas. Last year, Green Bay's 24-22 victory over Cleveland averaged 28.6 million viewers on Fox, making it the 3rd most watched game of the 2021 regular season.
it was 2 games on Christmas, bro? I don't remember that. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking losing my mind.
I could
But that's not normal though, right? That doesn't happen every year.
I thought it did, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hold on.
I thought they
Shit.
at least did at least one or two.
And then the year before that, it was Indianapolis win at Arizona, 22-16, and it averaged 12.6 million on NFL Network.
Maybe that's why, because it's on NFL Network.
Yeah, I don't catch those games. Yeah, I don't remember that, bro. That's so weird, bro.
I remember eating dinner and like I knew.
No, because I'm used to like NFL games, Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Right.
Christmas games,
NBA.
NBA,
Right.
right? Like, yeah, that's weird, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I could have sworn there was. But
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. You want to jump into a story?
story time, baby. Yeah.
You want to tell a story about going to Pigeon Forge?
Oh, yeah. Well, what story? Because there's multiple stories.
You want to tell the bear story, or do you want to tell the story when we had my wife's? Because we took my wife's car up there.
Yeah,
She
so
had the SUV.
I'll tell the SUV story and you tell the bear story.
Alright.
So this happened. We went down to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, one year. We had came to the cabin, offloaded all of our stuff. Then we decided to go down to Walmart in town, which was like a 30-minute drive for no
'cause
reason.
we were up there, bro,
Yeah.
in the mountains.
So, turn around, we get back from Walmart, and we offload everything. And now, mind you, his wife's car, you had to, turn the car off and pull the key out. You couldn't just pull the key out and leave the car running. So, I pulled the key out and turned
It
around.
wasn't push start.
Yeah, it wasn't push start, but pulled the key out, and we take everything inside of the cabin. And then 5 minutes later, he looks at me, was like, "Yo, you didn't turn the fucking car off." And I was like,
Yeah, the car
"Bro,
was still running.
the fucking keys are right here. Like, I know I turned the fucking car off." Like,
We're sitting there arguing, because I'm like, bro. First off, we had just got there, right? So, we're way up, we're way up in the fucking mountains, and then fucking, I look out the door, the car's running, the lights are on. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like,
Yeah,
no, you know what I did? I think I told you to pull the car back, because I didn't. If the bear came up on the porch, I didn't want him smacking my damn wife's
yeah,
car.
yeah.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And we're sitting there arguing. He's like, bro, I got the fucking keys in my hand. At that very moment, my wife calls.
But I go out to shut the car off,
Yeah.
and as I shut the car off, she's calling him, laughing.
Yeah, she called me, and the only thing she's doing is bagging the fuck up.
Yeah, I was
on the
like,
phone.
this
I'm like, why
fucking
the
bitch.
fuck is she fucking laughing, bro? And so she's like, hey, you noticed the car was started? Bro, she fucking started the car from home, bro, in Delaware. I'm like, bro, I
Yeah,
can't
'cause
believe
she
you
had
did
that app
shit.
on her phone and
I'm like,
whatnot.
bro, like, I can't believe, like, you think this shit's funny, bro, but there's fucking bears out here. And it's crazy
Bears and
because
mountain lions,
cause
shit.
not even like an hour and a half later, right, fucking, when you walk up, there was only 3 steps to get to our cabin door. Like, it was, easy to get to it.
Right.
And fucking, I was cooking dinner. I was making fucking sausage gravy for dinner. And we were all sitting down at the fucking table about to eat. And I was like, yo, you hear that? I looked out the curtain on a fucking bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Big ass black bear. Just sitting right there by our trash can, bro. And I'm like, yo, I'm telling Chunks and I'm like, bro, look, it's a fucking bear. And they're like, man, stop playing. I'm like, bro, like, we've been here for like 2 hours tops.
Yeah.
And the bear is already fucking there. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be a long fucking trip. This son of a bitch, fucked up our trash can, fucked up the porch.
He took our trash bag out of the trash can.
Yeah, he did, bro, and took that shit in the woods.
Yeah.
Yo, the funniest thing is too, this is just shows like how dumb people can really get. Like, our first fucking thing was, let's go in town and fucking buy this goddamn bear some food.
Yeah.
I went down there and bought some salmon. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, bro. Black bears don't like salmon. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that motherfucker didn't eat. And you ain't supposed to feed these motherfuckers anyway.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. It's like, please don't feed the black bears.
Should
But
have
we-
bought him some apples.
We did the total opposite.
I get man soda and everything, bro.
Yeah, we spent like $70 just on this blackberry, bro.
Bro, like it's crazy. Like I made this big ass cookie because we're about to have these cookies, right, with the ice cream on top. Remember, Chunks?
Yeah.
I made this big ass cookie, bro. This thing was big as hell, chocolate chip cookie. But this goddamn bear kept coming around, right? We're so busy, looking at this damn bear. I forgot to cook it. Burnt
Yeah,
the shit
you
out of
burnt
this
the
thing.
shit, bro.
That
You
thing was
couldn't
like a
even
rock.
eat that thing.
No,
that
thing was like a rock.
Yeah, that thing was hard as hell.
So I threw it out to him, bro, and all you heard was crunching on that joint. He fucked that cookie up, yo. But listen, like later on that night, he just kept staying around. So later on that night, what happened, Chunks?
When the mountain lions came around,
Bro, listen.
bro, they
It
chased
got
the
deep.
bear off.
Yeah, we heard something like moving around in the woods, and mind you, it's fucking dark as hell
Yeah.
out. And the bear took off, bro. Now, mind you, this ain't no small fucking bear. We got videos of this bear. This is a big bear. And he took off. And next thing you know, we're on the back deck because we had the bottom deck, which I don't even believe that shit should even be there. Because literally all you got to do is jump on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're out there and a bear hops out, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And then you had that top deck, which was leaning, which was unsafe like a motherfucker. Fucking where the jacuzzi was at.
Yeah.
And we're sitting on there, and all you see is like these eyes lit up all around the woods. And Chunks, he ran in the house and grabbed his gun. He was like, "Yo, it's about to go
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
down,
not playing, bro. If something hops up on this fucking porch, it's getting a shot in his ass.
I was
You
like,
better have some distance between you and the bear. Bears are quick, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're
"Oh,
big,
I know."
they're fucking
But he
quick.
was entirely too anxious. Like,
Nah,
when he
I was
grabbed-
just ready, bro. Like, I'm not, fuck that. Like,
Man, that-
like, he was
not
running-
eating me like that.
yeah,
bro,
I'm
he
like,
was
bro,
running- he was
I'm
running.
already fat. I can't run, bro.
Bro, you
so
should have
if it
seen.
comes,
But he was getting a workout running from downstairs to the first deck to the second to the upstairs, to the second deck.
yeah.
And he's like running back and forth, and I'm like, yo, like, that shit, man. Listen, we have fun, but that shit wasn't safe at all.
Nah.
Like, that cabin, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, that cabin, I wouldn't recommend that shit. You ain't have no Wi-Fi. I think I was the only person with service.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Awesome Honey Bear. A bear was in the
I think
name.
Going Out Stadium was all
Yeah,
the
we should have
falls.
Okay.
fucking known a bear was going to be that awesome bear. I mean, that bear was awesome as shit, though.
That's all that's down there, bro. You gotta figure
Yeah.
it in the mountains, bro.
Yeah. That's all. They're all around there, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Because me and my girl stayed at this cabin called Bear Elegance. It was literally right around the corner from where we stayed, and we had a bear constantly watching me when I would cook dinner on the outside grill.
Mhm.
And then the one night while we were sleeping, I guess he got into the trash can because he actually took the lid off the fucking trash can and all.
What's the one that we stayed at the second time?
Magical music or something like that.
Yeah, it was I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a beautiful damn
Yeah, that
cabin,
was a
bro. We
really
had a,
nice cabin.
90-inch fucking
Projector.
projector screen.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we
had a
grown
big
ass
ass
men,
slumber
bro. We
party.
had a big slumber party down there, bro. We just took
Bro.
all these massive mattresses, put them together, bro.
We took all
Because-
because it had 3 king bedrooms, and so we took all the king beds out of the
Bro, because
rooms
listen,
and put them
when you
downstairs.
come from like where we're from, bro, where like and you get a 90-inch projection screen, and like all the the PlayStation was down there, everything was down in the
Yeah.
basement, like the deck was right there, like when you have all that shit, bro, everybody's gonna want to fight over that damn room.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody said, "Fuck it," because the rest of the rooms, bro, they have like small TVs in them. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not watching a 32-inch TV before I go to bed. I'm watching this 90-inch projection.
Yeah.
And then
That
it
shit
was
was
funny
pretty
too
close,
because
yeah.
like we fell asleep, right? Robbie fell asleep, and then fucking like when he woke up,
Yeah, crackhead energy,
crackhead
bro.
energy, bro. My man was bouncing off the fucking walls. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck you doing, bro? You
Yeah.
were just sleeping 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And even that shit, like our fucking grill was outside in the driveway, like off to the side. Remember?
Yeah.
And we used to have to go out there, like turn the headlights on in the car, have flashlights. Chunks to have the gun on him. Cause I'm like, bro, like it was a good from like where the front steps was. It had that railing where you couldn't like leap it to get on the steps. You had to
Yeah.
go around it. So if a bear came, you had to stop, run up the damn steps, open the door. So that thing was probably a good 25 yards away from the steps.
Yeah.
And then we had a road, like a cliff right over top of it, so you could hardly see over. And then it was dense wood. So if a bear came charging out, bro.
You were fucked if
You
you
were
didn't
screwed.
catch 'em.
Yeah, exactly. You were screwed, bro. So But it was a lot colder, so I think they were hibernating.
Yeah,
When we
because
went
it was
that time.
March.
Yeah,
so-
when we went before, I think it was April. They were coming out of
Yeah,
hibernation. They were
yeah.
hungry because that bear was taking all our fucking trash. You know?
Mhm.
But yeah, man, listen, Pigeon Forge is pretty fun, yo. There's a lot of shit that we didn't do, but there's a lot of shit I know that you said you did when you
Yeah.
went back down with your girl. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit to do down there, man. But it's just a fucking hell of a drive for us.
No,
It's not that
actually
bad
good drive.
as long as
You can make down there in 9 hours.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's a long drive, bro.
I
it's a long drive for somebody who doesn't like driving.
Yeah,
But
I
for
drove
me,
down
like
straight.
I you know what I mean, I did that shit, so that wasn't a problem.
I don't like the fact that like you lay down, take a nap, you in Virginia. You lay down, take a nap, you
I
still in
can't sleep
Virginia.
like that, bro.
Yeah.
I like to see everything.
Like remember when we stopped in where did we stop at? What was that?
Probably Loves or something. Would you?
No, what was that diner? That diner we stopped at?
I don't remember.
Was it in Virginia?
Yeah, it was in Virginia, but I can't remember what that diner was called.
Well, we stopped there. Like it was like this small diner on this tiny street. It was like a
Yeah, some
neighborhood diner.
bumblefuck town, like didn't
Yeah.
know, like
Like we're sitting there, and we order shit to eat.
actually pretty good food too.
Yeah, the food wasn't bad, and we're ordering food and fucking. There was 3 guys behind, like sitting next to us.
You want to go to Bumblefuck? Go down to like West Virginia. Where
I've
there's,
been
like,
in West Virginia.
where there's like one grocery store, bro.
Well, where you can
And
kiss
there's-
your cousin.
There's no fucking stores anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I remember that dude. They were laughing, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, they were laughing at us.
I went to
Or
Kentucky.
laughing at you or Robbie, because they brought us out sodas in the fucking little small soda cans, right?
Yeah, it was just a regular fucking can. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, where the fuck's the straws and the actual cups at?
Yeah.
And you know they're laughing their ass. They could tell we ain't from anywhere around there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, he was like, "Hey Billy, you gonna eat them taters?" And that's exactly what the fuck he said, bro. And I completely lost my shit, yo. I fucking died laughing, right? And so he gets up, he pats me on the back. He was like, "Hey buddy, loosen up, have a good time." Yo, that shit had me fucking rolling, yo. I was like, man, I love this place.
Bro, I went to Kentucky with my boy. I walked in the store because at the time we would do Red Bulls and Jaeger. You know what I
Right.
mean? I walk in the store to get ice to put shit on ice, and there was a good-looking girl behind the counter, bro. And I walk in there, I'm like, she's like, "Is that it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get some ice too." She's like, she looked at me straight in the face and was like, "I don't believe I know what that is." I'm like, "Huh?"
Oh, I got chose.
So I'm like ice, and she's like, "Just where are you from?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like Delaware. Like, I'm like, she's like, "Well, can you say it one more time? Your accent." I'm like, I don't have an accent. You have an
Right.
accent. But that's what you think.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly, exactly.
So I'm like ice. I'm like, you got a machine outside that says ice right on it. She's like, "Oh, ice." I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, bro. But it's so they pronounce the I so heavy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I went to like 2 stores down there, and both of them looked at me crazy.
Yeah.
That's when we did. We stopped at like a
So then I
What's that?
started talking like them.
gas station. Well, Robbie was doing that shit too.
We stopped at like a BP or something, some crazy
It
store.
was in Virginia, right?
Yeah, it was in
Yo,
Virginia.
this shit killed me, right? I go inside. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking hungry. I'm about to go in there and get me like some cheese fries or something. I go in there, and in the back, you know, they serve food in the store. I'm like, yeah, let me get a large cheese fry. She was like, a what? I said, a cheese fry. She was like, honey, what is a cheese fry? I was like, I know you ain't fucking with me right now, right? And I swear, bro, she looked at me dumbfounded as shit. I'm like, you know, fries with cheese on it. She was like, honey, if you want cheese on your fries, we have a nacho dispenser over there. You can pour some on. Bro, I walked out of that store, told David, I said, bro, get me the fuck out of this state. Because I was wrong. I was like, bro, you don't know what fucking cheese fries are here, bro. And it's funny because I know people from Virginia, they know what cheese fries are. And they're like, yo, she must be an idiot. I'm like, bro, is this state living under a fucking rock?
Nah, it's just certain towns you go into. People just aren't to what everything else.
Like, I almost thought,
you
I
got-
was losing my shit, bro. Like,
you gotta understand, like, a lot of them towns down there, them people never left the town. They don't know what the fuck else, anything else
like, yeah,
is.
but at least know what a cheese fry is.
And they're in towns
Yeah.
where they only know the people that live around them. You know what I mean? They've never met anybody outside of that circle.
I mean, damn, I don't go around saying, I don't go around saying fucking, tater salad, but I know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, but I mean, just think
Tater
about it.
salad?
If they came up here with that strong accent and they asked you for something, you'd be like, no. You know what I mean? Like if somebody came up and said, "You got any ice?" You'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
Because like when I went down there, I'm like telling the chicken like I don't have an accent, you have an accent, but really it is me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, because you're in her territory.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I get it either way. You know what I mean?
I mean,
get it either way.
Tennessee people. I mean, the people in Tennessee was nice as shit. You keep fucking with these
Well,
knobs.
the thing is with that though is because it's a vacation town,
This guy thinks he's
Right.
a fucking DJ.
so they have to be like knowing what everything is. People from all around the world come there.
Right.
No, you know where you should have went to? The Bubblegum Shrimp Factory, bro.
What was it?
The Bubblegum Shrimp Factory.
What's
the
that?
seasoning
I
that
never even heard
the
that shit.
season they put on their chicken.
Nah, we wanted to go to Memphis, bro.
Nah.
Memphis is just way
It was
too
right in
far,
Gatlinburg.
though.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That was a whole nother fucking trip.
Yeah, that's a whole 7-hour
I want
ride.
barbecue, man.
You
I
know
want
where,
that barbecue.
You know where the arcade was in Gatlinburg?
Right.
It
I
was,
wanted to go to like
it was
Gus's
the one on the
barbecue.
corner there. The Bubblegum Shrimp Factory. It's a restaurant. And you
might,
can go in there and buy shirts that say like "I love Jen A" and shit like that.
No shit.
Yeah, I got 2 glasses of that.
Bro, they had like go kart and everything. Like
Yeah.
the go karts are the shit down there, bro. The go kart tracks. And
I was
shit,
too
like,
fat for him.
No,
I
you
wouldn't
are.
be that
You
there.
are now. You were fine then, but
I wonder if you could ride the ones in Texas, bro. They're like super speed fucking go karts.
Are they?
Yeah, they do like 60.
Damn.
yo,
Yeah.
didn't you beat us in one? Was it you or Robbie? No, Robbie beat us in
He
one.
ain't
Remember,
beating
because the
nobody, bro.
fucking
He's like
the
Donkey
guy,
Kong slipping
the-
on bananas.
the guy fucking showed him how to fucking
Oh, go faster.
to go faster, bro. He was
Uh-huh.
lapping us. I'm like, yo, you
Yeah.
already put this dude into the wall, bro. Like,
Which
Yeah, I
one?
remember that. That
Which
was
one are you doing?
it was
it was the one right there by Walmart.
And
it was a
the
big
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a big one on the left hand
Yeah.
side. But then we did
Yeah,
one
that was
where
that.
it
It
was
was called Midway Park or something like
Yeah,
that.
It had like the NASCAR cars.
Yeah, yeah.
we
yeah.
did another one that was fun too. It was like kind of like a loop.
Yeah, that was the
Something
one
higher,
right there
higher.
in Pigeon Forge.
But you had to watch.
Yeah,
like, you gotta
yeah,
watch
yeah.
though because like when you're down there, you gotta know which go kart is faster.
Well,
Because there's some that are just naturally slow as shit.
Well,
bro.
they had the speed one right next to the other ones. Like the speed one was kind of like an indoor one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think I wrote.
Yeah,
I wrote
laser
it.
tag was a shit too.
Yeah, laser.
I
I fucking loved laser
Remember that
tag,
kid,
bro.
that one John? We had to do like a 5-minute course on how
Yeah.
to use it. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole backpack thing, charged battery and shit. And
Yeah.
one kid ran up on us and we like punked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, kid! If I shoot you, like we had a real gun or something.
Yeah.
That shit was
We
fun
should
though,
have did
man.
bumper boats.
Where
They
was
had-
that
They
at?
have bumper in Pigeon Forge,
Was it?
like right around where the go karts are and shit. Like they have sprayers on them. You can spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that before. Me and Sean.
Yeah, we went to down the Jungle Gyms and
Yeah.
did it, but I didn't see him out there. But it was shit. What, like March, April? So
We went to the Titanic factory too, and they I see a lot of people on TikTok talking about that, but it's not.
The museum.
yeah.
I didn't go into the.
It's not as
to,
great.
Like,
When we went, they didn't have a lot of shit in
I
there,
went
bro.
into.
No.
Like, we went into like the souvenir place. We didn't go through the museum.
Right.
Yeah, like I got like the pennies you could
Yeah, you
put in
can
the
roll.
machine,
Yeah.
rolls into
Bro,
the
they went
Titanic shape.
$100 for a Monopoly game. I'm like, no way.
Oh yeah, their shit was outrageously priced there, bro.
Yeah,
But like
Well,
when you
it's a
do,
tourist attraction.
yeah, when you do the whole tour,
The
it drops you,
museum.
it drops you right out into the, because they make you want to buy
Yeah.
the shit. So
Like you can just go into there.
yeah.
I liked in the Titanic museum where like, you ever watch the movie Titanic, where like how they have like the ballroom
Yeah,
before you go into the ballroom, they have like the steps right there with the massive light
Yeah.
and fucking
Chandelier.
yeah, the chandelier. They actually have that mimic exactly the dimensions, everything, the steps, the walls, everything. That the dimensions are correct of the actual Titanic. Remember?
Yeah.
Because that's how you like ended it.
Mhm.
You walk up or down them steps right there. Yeah, I thought that shit was neat. Like,
I
there
also
was-
like the part where they had like when the ship was going down and you could walk up the platform to see
Yeah,
how
yeah.
how hard it was for them to
Mhm.
hold on to ship. I like that part.
Then they had like the temperature of the water. You
The
could
water,
put your
yeah.
hand in there.
Yeah.
That shit was cold as shit, yo.
Yeah. Hell
And then the
yeah.
fucking, everybody that died on the wall. Like there were some things I liked in there, but it's hard to like enjoy because I feel like they didn't have a lot. Like the people who are posting shit now, I'm like, seem like they put more stuff in there
Right.
than what they had, but yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah.
Where we at? We over
You're
there.
missing one place you forgot to mention.
What?
The only place you talk about.
Oh, you talking about
Mel's Diner.
Mel's Diner? Oh, listen, if you go to Pigeon Forge, bro, you gotta go to Mel's Diner.
Don't go to Pigeon
Listen,
Torch.
The food, you know, the food is what it is.
It's
like
diner
any
food.
kind of diner food,
It's
right?
decent.
But what's gonna sell you is the fucking milkshake. Listen, if you're a milkshake connoisseur like we are, bro, telling you.
They would like. Do you need more chocolate? You want more chocolate or less chocolate? And
The two best
Shit.
the two best hands down in my my opinion, what I've ate milkshakes are Mel's Diner,
King Cone.
King Cone, and Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
And if you go to King Cone, Ocean City, Maryland, you gotta get the Boston milkshake. It's hot fudge at the bottom with ice cream. I think they put a scoop of ice cream and then the milkshake on top.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's delicious, bro.
Yeah.
My mouth's watering right now. I need a hot fudge sundae or something.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. You know where to follow us on Twitter at This Won't End Well.
Listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Radio,
Anywhere you want to.
YouTube,
We're everywhere.
Yeah, or just go to our website, thiswon'tendwell.com. It'll pull up
everywhere you can go.
everywhere you can go. Listen to us. Appreciate y'all tuning in again. Talk to y'all soon.